Hello, YouTube. It is June 6th, Monday morning, 7:22 a.m. It's still 2022 if I'm, time traveling and trying to figure out when this is recorded. Yeah, the girlfriend spent another night with whoever it is she spends the night with. She still hasn't told me who that is. And she did it on Friday night as well. I don't know if I mentioned that in any of my previous vlogs, but yeah, I worked the second half of the Friday night overnight shift, which technically is Saturday morning, which of course the just my luck, the Amazon HR app treated it as Saturday morning and didn't allow me to work the Saturday overnight shift, which I would have rather worked. Still kind of frustrated about that. I mentioned it to a couple of my other coworkers, and pretty much everybody agrees that it's kind of asinine. And another coworker of mine told me that he got screwed on that as well. Was hoping to do an overnight. Did a second half shift like that of a graveyard shift, and then was hoping to do the following day and was unable. As an extra day and was unable to do it as well. So I haven't talked to HR about that, but I expect it's going to be beyond their control. It's probably completely an algorithm in the app. That you can only do one shift per day, and it's based on the date that the shift starts. And even though that's the second half of the overnight shift from the previous day, since it starts at 12:30 a.m., it's stupidly gets put into the next as a shift on the next day. Even though I usually work, from 12:30 a.m. Until 5 a.m. and then work the next day. But of course I'm coming off a break as opposed to a shift that starts at 12:30 a.m. But shouldn't make a difference. Anyway, but yeah, I got home at I had breakfast with a friend, but I got home, I want to say about so I got off 5:30, met him about 6, and we sat and talked for a couple hours. So I probably got home at about 8:30 in the morning, and she wasn't home at 8:30. She did come in and did her thing when she stays up all night. She comes in and woke me up at I don't know, probably 1 in the afternoon ish. So I don't know what time she actually got home. I probably went to bed at about, was asleep by 10 a.m. She wasn't there then, but Saturday morning. But 1:30 in the afternoon on Saturday, she's feeling me up in my bed, which I would appreciate if she followed through with it, but no, she just basically gets me aroused and is like, "Oh no, I gotta go." I'm like, wow, okay. And of course, whenever I try to feel her up when she's sleeping, all I get from her is just, don't touch me, I want you to touch me. And I do want her to touch me. I just don't want her to, be a tease and get me aroused and then leave. I don't know what she, I don't even know what she said she had to go do or whatever. But yeah, when I woke up later that afternoon at about, I think I woke up later Saturday afternoon. I want to say about 4-ish. And yeah, she was gone by then. And that's the time I checked the A to Z app and came to the realization that it wasn't going to let me work an extra graveyard shift on the Friday night shift, because it's like, oh, you already worked a shift today. No, I worked the second half of last night's overnight shift. And that's the thrills and spills that you get of interacting with an app as opposed to a person. But lately it seems when I try to actually deal with people at HR, all they do is tell me to use the app. So I don't understand why those people even get a paycheck at this point. Anyway, so back to the so-called girlfriend. So yeah, I was pretty frustrated, and I did that video as I walked over to Target and wasn't able to get what I wanted from Target. Whatever. I was looking for something kind of random anyway, and I probably should have. There's resources nowadays to check to see if big box stores have things that are a little more out of the ordinary in stock, and that's what I should have did, because there were Walmarts that had what I was looking for in stock, but apparently it's not something Target carries. Anyway, but yeah, she actually showed up right as I was heading out the door, and I was pretty irritated. Just didn't like the whole, just if you're not planning on following through, just don't even touch me. Just at this point, don't even fucking touch me. Like I don't appreciate it in the slightest. I don't need to be teased like that. Fuck that. Yeah. So. Anyway, I was on my way. So anyway, I walked out and I saw her when she came in, and I was just like, she was coming in the door as I was leaving, and I just was in a pretty irritated at her for staying out all night, and just and irritated with her for coming home at God knows what time the next day and feeling me up, but not following through on it, and which is. Just fuck, if you can spend the night with other people, just stay gone. Just stay gone. But yeah, the next... anyway, so I walked out, and I didn't shoot a video after that. In fact, I think that's the last video I shot. I don't think I've done a vlog since. Anyway, yeah, I didn't get what I wanted. I came home, and I didn't really have any plans at that point. I mean, my plans were to work the overnight shift at Amazon, as I did the week before, and I think the week before that, or maybe the week before that. My weeks are all kind of blending together because they're all kind of the same these days. But anyway, anyway, when I got home, I just walked in. I didn't, she was in her nest in the living room, and I, just looking at her computer as per always, and just got a laptop computer sitting on my coffee table, and I just walked into the bedroom, was kind of farting around online again. My plan was just to go out without her, and she did kind of surprise me. She climbed into bed and started hugging on me and making out, and I did actually follow through that time. Surprised the hell out of me. So I guess that's something. I mean, I guess I should be more appreciative. I got a little something, but again, like it's like, well, where were you last night? She's, where were you last night? I said, I went to work. Where do you think I went? I went to work. And she claims that she, and I have no way of knowing if this is true or not. I have no way of knowing if it's true or not. But she claims that she went to the bar because she wasn't to wander in for karaoke. Which would explain why she wasn't there when I got home from Bullock's and went to and was changing clothes to head out to Amazon. But yeah, she said she came home, saw I wasn't there, and decided that she was just going to go out and stay the night with her friends. But she still is not telling me who these friends are, or where they are. So that's the big mystery. I don't think she's involved with another dude. I mean, maybe she is, maybe she's not. I don't know. It's just the whole